All right, well, I want to thank everybody for coming out. This is clearly quite a rehistoric occasion. If you recall, the sign was taken down to do some tree work inside the cemetery. And when we went to reinstall it, the sign was gone. We didn't know if someone stole it or if they thought it might be tossed to the curb. Regardless, it had a pretty big impact on the community. Lots of people were very concerned because of the historic nature of the sign. Well, lots of time went by, people stepped up, offered rewards, and through the diligent work of our police department, they executed a search warrant recently and recovered the sign. There was a little bit of damage, so when we recovered the sign, one of our citizens, Andy Vollert, who's a fabricator by trade, offered to do some of the restoration work. You can see that 2 of the numbers were replaced, but the cool thing is you can't tell which numbers are replaced. So we want to thank Andy Vollert for his contribution to restoring this. Also the swirls, the decorative swirls, embellishments were also restored by Andy. And we thank him a lot. We couldn't have him here today. He's on vacation with his family. So, but he was proud to work on it. He's very happy that it came into being replaced. I want to thank the Parks Department crew for doing the installation and getting everything set up, working with the police department to get it moving around. This is not a light piece of property. So it took a little bit of work and all the coordinating that city staff did. So thank you very much to the police department, to the park staff and crew, to Andy Vollert, and the citizens really who stepped forward and put a lot of effort into trying to find it, putting up rewards. Today is another historic occasion. We get to rededicate the Union Cemetery sign in its rightful place, and hopefully people will have a little more appreciation for it now when they drive by. Because 2 of the numbers were new metal, we had to age them to make it look older. So, and Andy did that. We did the same thing with the point sign. It was steel, and then what Boleslaw did was he put this chemical on there that created that patina. This sign is one of a kind. It's irreplaceable. When we had to come up with a value, and I don't recall what that value was, but we had to put a value down for the police report. What do you put on something like this? Almost 100 years old, one of a kind. That's hard to do. Dan, did you want to say anything?
No, just a big thank you to the police department, first and foremost, for recovering it, to the Park Rec and Forestry crew for all their work putting it together, Andy Vollert for making it be restored. Honestly, we were tore up when it got taken. We thought, man, the crew was trying to do a nice thing, and it disappeared when we had it on the ground. So to put it back where it belongs today is really what we all hope for. And again, big kudos to the police department, Andy Vollert, mayor's support, and the crew for what they did today. So thank you for coming out.
Thanks.